Thank you for joining us here today. Thank you to Andrew for organizing Coinfest for, I don't know how many years now? 3 years. And my name is Gary, Tom and Gary's Decentralized Dance Party. I'm a believer in all things decentralized, and here today to talk about the DDP and crowdfunding, which I'm a huge proponent of as well. Crowdfunding is decentralized fundraising, and I think it is a very revolutionary force for good. First video we have here was shot a couple of years ago by Nightline, and it gives a good overview of how the DDP works and what it's all about. Without further ado.
It's a party like no other, a roaming mob with boom boxes in hand, and they're about to invade a town near you called a Decentralized Dance Party. The movement is powered by social media and two guys who think fun is the answer to brokering world peace. So tonight we welcome ABC's Rachel Smith to Nightline. Get this sign of film.
Like absolute mayhem, but it's just about the most organized party on the planet. An evolution of the flash mob, a massive mobile party bound for a city near you.
My name is Tom.
My name is Gary. And this is the Decentralized Dance Party.
Gary started the movement 3.5 years ago in Vancouver with 20 people. In 6 months, it grew to 20,000. Is it safe to say that your occupation these days are partying? Like your career is to party?
Yeah, that's our job.
They are often mistaken for some kind of riot or protest, but their mission is simple: save the world and unite people through party.
All the places where they're having unrest, turmoil, division, bring everyone together, have a crazy night of global unity, and then we'll win the Nobel Prize for partying.
Each party takes an army. Party planners spend hundreds of hours collecting boom boxes and scouting locations. They spread the word through social media, invading over 30 major cities so far, powered by grassroots fundraising.
And we say this is our funding goal for each city on Kickstarter. If you reach it, we'll come to your city.
And if not, then you give them the money back.
That's right.
The fuel for any good party is the music.
Well, that's one of the things that's key about this is the music that we choose, because we have thousands of people with us from around the streets, and if we choose the wrong song, this could turn into a riot.
Gary wirelessly transmits tunes to hundreds of boom boxes from his backpack.
So the mix goes into the transmitter, and then the transmitter sends it all out to the antenna. The antenna sends it to the world.
This is out of control. We tagged along as they strategized their most recent takeover in Austin, Texas.
I've officially been inducted to the DDP.
I reckon that's Leonardo.
The array of boomboxes are tested and prepped before they're handed out to the partygoers.
My name is Mitch. One of my jobs is to get all these stereos working. We need to test all the batteries over again, party-proofing them, delegating tasks such as decorating and putting in batteries, and getting them all tuned into the radio stations.
The fashionable threads and accessories are led by this guy.
When we're on tour, most of the time we have to stop off at every thrift store we can find. We'll look for things like plants, fake plants that we decorate and dress all up and stuff, put lights on them. Any weird costumes or clothes we usually end up finding here, and then we'll either like make them better or just like so.
Your ensemble just gets, so fierce.
I'm actually going to Milan next week.
Oh, get out of
Doing a
town.
little expo and
No.
your grandmother's silk rolls.
Tom and Gary pulled an all-nighter,
That's streetlight work, man.
scouting the city streets, inspecting landmark buildings, even parking garages to find a manageable, safe route that will cater to thousands.
We always try and avoid residential areas so people don't freak out and stay to public space as much as we can, because it's our right to assemble peacefully in public.
That's actually one of the benefits of doing these is when we scout the route, we get to discover all these amazing places in every city that no one would ever even know existed.
The next night, it's a park picnic table turned dance friendly. break dancing at the bank. Harlem shaking at a plaza. And slow dancing at the power plant. Surprisingly, it all stayed relatively peaceful.
Out of 53 parties, we've only been shut down 3 times, and it's usually for some kind of misunderstanding. You know, no one has to drink, no one's on drugs, anything like that. You can just come and, you know, just let loose your inhibitions.
Every night we risk who knows what, new countries, new cities, go to jail.
Why do you believe in this cause so much to do that?
Because it's worth it.
But why is it worth it?
Because it's fun. Because at the end of every party, people come up to me in tears telling me this is the greatest night of their lives.
Can partying bring world peace? Who knows? But until then, nothing unites us like a little fun. I'm Rachel Smith for Nightline in Austin, Texas.
The Nobel Prize for Partying. Thanks to Rachel for that. And thank you for watching ABC News. World News Now is coming up soon with overnight breaking news. Tune in to Good Morning America tomorrow. As always, we're online at abcnews.com. Good night, America.
You didn't get the review? Rolling?
We're rolling.
Yeah, you gotta pretend like you didn't see me.
We didn't see you.
Yeah!
Yeah! Burning Man.
To slip into something more comfortable. So that's a basic, quick overview of how the DDP works. Started 7.5 years ago here in Vancouver. And initially we were just doing local parties, so we didn't really do any kind of fundraising. Didn't even know. That was 2009, so I don't think we even knew crowdfunding existed. And after we'd taken it as far as we could go in Vancouver, gigantic parties in the Olympics, we decided we wanted to do cross Canada tour, and we had to figure out how to do that because it costs a ton of money for boom boxes, batteries, renting an RV, and driving all the way there and back is like 12,000 kilometers. So what we did is we set up crowdfunders in each city we wanted to go to along the way, and our goal was to raise $4,000 in each city. In the end, we raised $4,000 total, lost a lot of money, but the tour was a great success. And I'll show you the teaser video for that. So, whoa, it's on. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. That was the trailer we used. We figured we were just kind of pioneering this weird model of how to do this thing across the country. We had no idea. We've never gotten any permits or permission to do it, and we didn't know what would happen when we went city to city. So we basically put that video out there. We set up Facebook events in each city. The ones that blew up were the ones we went to, and we set up crowdfunders. Like I said, lost a bunch of money, but it was an amazing adventure. Every party was just gigantic. People were super enthusiastic, having a great time. And yeah, after that, we lost a bunch of money, so we kind of analyzed the model, and we used Indiegogo for that first one. And the next set of tours we did across Canada were funded by Kickstarter. The first was a Western Canada tour. We set up one big fundraiser for $10,000, figuring that would be easily filled. Had to fill in half of it ourselves. And then we thought of a new model for the USA tour. This is a very quick teaser for that. This was our strictly business tour. So the theme was business casual. You'd have thousands of people wearing suits and carrying briefcases. And I don't know if Jared's here. Jared showed up in Calgary with a giant full-on desk and all this office equipment, which was amazing. Here's the very quick teaser.
Party time.
So the model we used for the USA tour, it was quite an undertaking. We had to figure out 1,000 things. The most basic was, will we even get over the border? So we kind of rolled the dice, just believed that it would happen. And somehow it did. There's a lot of details, won't get into that. But the model we used for this was, we set up like 40 or 50 Facebook event pages, and we said, if your city gets to 1,000 people signed up, we'll come to your city. And some of them took off, some of them didn't. It was a great way to do promotion in places where generally we didn't even know a single person in that city. They'd invite all their friends and it kind of went viral. And then the ones that got up to 1,000, we said, okay, we need you to help us raise $1,000. And we set up, I don't know what it was, 20 or 25 Kickstarters, one for each city. And the ones that hit that goal, those are the ones we went to, and we had to divide it up into 2 segments just because it was winter. So we did the north in the summer and the south in the winter time. That was in 2012. And that model, it turned out, worked really well. I think we came close to breaking even on those 2 tours, and again, they were amazing successful. I won't get into all the details because we don't have a whole lot of time. But when we got back, it was 2013, Bitcoin, the price was just skyrocketing, and I've been fascinated by Bitcoin since, I guess, the summer of 2011. Someone on the DDP Facebook page messaged us, and they're like, hey, have you heard of decentralized currencies? And I was like, nope. So I clicked on it, and it was the animated intro to Bitcoin video, and it was just like this crazy moment for me, because I've been way into decentralization and the open source revolution and libertarianism stuff, but they were just always talking about gold standards and arguing about I don't know what. But this was just like the craziest revelation, like the missing piece of the puzzle for creating a decentralized world. So I won't get into too many details there, but one of the things we did for New Year's 2013 was we came up with an idea called Busking 2.0 was what we called it. And instead of explaining it, I will show it on the video. This was when we invaded Vancouver Airport. Very good time.
Us our own private train to party in. Let's do it! Yeah, come on, join us down on the platform.
Hopefully this will turn into some kind of insane urban legend where we turn the Vancouver airport into an all-night rave.
What's that?
Sponge dog floats. We're also getting 40 balloons, so we're not mistaken for Al Qaeda when we waltz into the airport.
What's this? This is gonna be the leading stick.
We're gonna hit the friggin' international departures, stroke of midnight, with an army of bananas.
Do you think we'll be arrested and charged?
No, we're good guys.
If you're wondering what is happening here, this is an open source party called the Decentralized Dance Party. We came here to party with you guys, everyone's invited. Come on down, party is on the spectators court. This song is dedicated to all international travelers.
Hey man, welcome to Canada!
Got like 300 of these Dogecoin stickers printed, and these banana stickers printed out. So anyone that sees that in real life, or in a photo or video on the internets, scan it and tip us in Bitcoin instantly, as long as they have their QR code on display for whatever they're doing. Anyone in the world, just like that's great, and instantly tip to them, like any sort of viral video, anything that happens like that. Anyone who does something radical.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! It's a dog! Look, it's a dog! Airport. Raj.
Worked out somehow. Man, it was crazy, like, the way that worked out, like, I was in the right spot to, like, negotiate with the guy to let everyone down, and then negotiate with the guy to stop the train bouncing. Then we were on a train that wasn't even going to the airport. The guy was right there, I talked to him, he rebooted the whole fucking train. We got here with, like, 30 seconds to spare, and I pulled it off. So great.
Good job. Hey man, you having a good night?
So that is a pretty good demo of what it's like to be on the ground during one of these parties. And the Bitcoin tipping thing worked pretty well. We got one whole Bitcoin, which was worth about $700 at that time. Went a long way towards helping us out. And that's the kind of, like all that stuff is true. We ended up on this weird Like, it's all so chaotic. We ended up on this train that wasn't even going to the airport. I ended up beside some TransLink guy who was like, "Where are you going?" And he rerouted the train right to the airport. We got there like seconds before midnight. It was just crazy. Besides financially, it's just amazing how things have kind of fallen into place with this project so far. Our next, it's too bad, Drew, aka Tom the Seventh, is hopefully gonna pop through this door. Runs Canada's second largest Bitcoin ATM network. This is the tour we did of Europe in 2015. It's the teaser video for that. Maybe, I guess we can just play it. You guys are down for some more videos? Sure. Thank you.
DDP.
A decentralized dance party.
How does it work?
We press play on a hot track on our iPod, send it to an FM radio transmitter, then we tune our battery-powered boomboxes to the party broadcast.
How many stereos can you transmit to?
1, 2,
3?
or 300. Taking the DDP to Europe for Party Safari 2015.
London,
Paris,
Berlin,
Venice,
and Athens.
but only with your help.
Log on to the DDP.com, make it happen.
Anyone has any spare Dogecoin on them? QR's right there. So for Europe, it was kind of this crazy last-minute opportunity to go over there. We got contacted by Vice UK, and they wanted to bring us over there to do a short film. So they supplied the boom boxes and batteries and all that stuff. And we figured, well, we're over there, we should try and do a full-on mini tour, which we did. And for crowdfunding, we used a platform called Donna, used to be called Donna.io, now called crowdgift.ca, and that was founded in part by Scott Nelson. Not sure if you guys know him. He and Chelsea are working on the Human Data Commons, and he's a longtime Bitcoin decentralization believer. So it was really great to use that platform because it was much easier to accept international donations. And it was kind of all a last minute scramble to make it happen. So once again, we did the crowdfunder for the whole thing instead of setting up crowdfunders for individual cities. And once again, didn't work out all that well, but it was great to be experimenting with and promoting Bitcoin. And yeah, I have one final video here. This is a crazy 7.5 year long saga. No time to get into all the details, but a new form of crowdfunding that we are very excited about is Patreon. Most of you have probably heard of it, but instead of raising money for a single goal, for a single project, it's ongoing, like subscription crowdfunding. So it's really good for someone that does like an online comic strip, or they have a YouTube channel or a SoundCloud channel, just any kind of person doing ongoing creative stuff. And then anyone in the world can donate, even if it's $2 a month. You get that from 1,000 people. That could cover most starving artists' living expenses, so it's a pretty amazing and democratizing and freedom expanding new platform. And this is the final video for today. It's our Patreon campaign video. It's about 5 minutes long, and it kind of gives an overview of the evolution of the DDP and our future goals. And here she is. Hi, I'm Gary. Tom and Gary's Decentralized Dance Party, or DDP for short. 7 years ago in Vancouver, BC, my best friend Tom and I founded the DDP. We used a cobbled together FM radio transmitter and a backpack to broadcast music and voice out to hundreds of boomboxes. The parties were incredible, and within 6 months, attendance grew from 20 people to 20,000. It was the dawning of a new era of open source partying. To date, we've hosted 67 DDPs in over 30 different cities worldwide, and autonomous DDP party cells have begun to spring up across the globe. Tens of thousands have been inspired into the streets in massive celebrations of life and liberty that rejoiced and rambled for hours on end. This is the party revolution. DDPs are 100% open, 100% inclusive, and 100% participatory. People from every culture, generation, and walk of life consistently turn out or are swept up in the celebration. Hundreds of total strangers sharing in authentic, immediate, and intimate moments of fearless connection. And while partying is often synonymous with drunkenness, as outlined in our party manifesto, our objective is to create a capital P party atmosphere so novel and exciting that the party itself releases everyone from their inhibitions. Partying by elevating consciousness rather than destroying it. A joyful monument to the human spirit that is unique, revolutionary, and completely absent in most modern societies. Something we are working very hard to change. Our ultimate goal is to take the DDP worldwide, with a special focus on all the international hotbeds of strife and division, and then host a simultaneous global dance party that will unite the world in celebration and earn us the Nobel Peace Prize. But given the unconventional nature of this project, funding it all has been a massive challenge. In order to maintain the integrity of the DDP, everything has been self-funded and crowd-funded to the greatest degree possible. We've continually resisted offers from corporate advertisers who wanted to see the DDP become a mobile sales pitch in order to never compromise on the DDP's core objective, bringing people together and setting them free. Our next steps revolve around the release of our DDP documentary film and the DDP field manual and DDP.network online community, released in preparation for the first ever DDP Summit, which will be held this August in Vancouver, in celebration of the DDP's 7-year anniversary.